great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of disease. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode number 594. Did everybody get the text today? Hopefully the text worked better today than it did yesterday. For some crazy reason, Verizon and T-Mobile had a big crash yesterday, so texts weren't working. StreamYard reported it as an issue, so hopefully everybody got their text today, but yesterday something wasn't working. Hope is first in the house. Hello, Hope. Traylene is here as well. Traylene says they're learning a lot from the show, so that's great. Glad to hear it. Hoolie's here in the waiting room. Jay Cruz is here from North Dakota. We got Umaru in Yuma. We got to work that out. So actually, we should just call Umaru because he's in Yuma, so it all fits. He's got U and the M and the A all right there. How about that? If Jim has time for a story, what's the most difficult case he's ever handled? Oh, that's a case I lost. I'll tell that story sometime. All right. Yusuf says, good morning. Yusuf's been back a lot lately. Farhan is here. Glad that you're here. The immigration detective. I guess that's me. I thought I was the immigration cardiac surgeon. How about that? JD, the early days. Oh, yeah, the early days of the hacking firm. Well, that'd be fun to talk about, too. Maybe, I know we're not going to do a 6-hour show for the 600th episode, but maybe we could do some old-time stories or something. A firm video. I think we have a firm video, but Adela was my first employee. Well, she's technically the second employee, but my first full-time employee. Hina is here. Hello, Hina. Yep, Jay Cruz knows we start early in the Midwest. If you're not early, you're late. You got to be early in the Midwest. I don't remember the exact quote. Vishnu's here. Saya is here. Hello, Saya. Patricia's here. Arlene. JD said the text came twice. Yeah, so did Jay Cruz. So maybe it was yesterday's text and today's text. I wonder, or was it two of the exact same text? I bet it was yesterday's. Do I have any interview with the embassy in Prague? We've had some stuff in Prague, not much, and not much lately, I would say. All in is in Plainfield. Kafui's in Charlottesville. I'll be in Charlottesville tomorrow. Yeah, Jay Cruz wants campfire stories. Maybe we'll just shoot it around a campfire. Yep. All right, so the waiting room is filling up quickly. I don't know what happened yesterday. There was nobody in the waiting room. How's everybody doing? How's your Wednesday going? What a great day. What a great day. All right. JD says 2 for today. So that's interesting. None yesterday. Well, they gave us credit. So now maybe they wanted to get their money back or some damn thing. Here's our text says, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you're fired. That's a little harsh, but what the heck. Diana's here in East Alton, Illinois. East Alton is a great place. I love Alton. I love Grafton. I love... If you guys have ever had the chance, it's on the other side of the Mississippi River, but there are these high cliffs. It's really, really pretty up there. I like it up there. Probably need to go up there and ride my bike. That's what I really need to do. Boyfo asked if we handle F1 issues. No, for the most part, we don't. We'll file lawsuits for people who've been stuck outside the United States, but there's nothing for an attorney to add value really on a non-immigrant visa. So we don't help with most non-immigrant visas. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Amadou is here. Hello, Amadou.
Hey, sir, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. How are you, sir? I just had a issues. I just want to know if I can apply for N400 or not.
Okay.
In 2022, I think February, I got a ticket driving with a permit. Before I even get my green card at that time, and later like a month ago, and I got another ticket too, distracted driving. I just want to know if it's worth it to apply for 400 or not. I should wait till
they'll probably be more concerned about the permit one than the distracted driving one. What happened with that?
With the permit.
Hmm.
I mean, I just paid the ticket.
I
I,
know, but
I,
why were you driving without your permit? I think they're going to be worried that you don't follow the rules.
no, no, no. I drive with the permit. I don't have a driver license at that time. I had to go. I gotta go to my job. I didn't have anybody to pick me up, so I just drove. And at that time, I just got a permit, no driver license.
I understand. Okay. Um, I think. Are you planning on the 3-year rule or the 5-year rule?
3 year old.
Yeah, you might. I mean, what year was that? That one with the driving?
It's 2022 February, I think.
Yeah, I mean, and what country are you from?
Mauritania. I'm
Oh yeah, I
Maurita.
know Mauritania. Sure.
Okay.
Um, I think that I would say the chances of you getting your citizenship with those two things and you having taken care of them, I think the chances are 60 or 70% you get approved. I think there's a small chance you don't get approved.
So you think it's worth it to go ahead and apply?
I would.
Yeah. The second one though, it's a distracted driving. It's
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
small issue.
That's all right. I mean, they're not going to like it, but I think they'll still approve you.
Okay. Thank you so
Which
much.
which field office would have your interview?
I think I'm from Wisconsin.
So Milwaukee.
Yeah, proper Milwaukee.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Bye, Amadou. See you, buddy. All right, all right. Mandamus on my mind. Hello, Mandamus.
Hi, Jim. Can you please take me off camera, please?
Done.
Thank you. So I had a question for you. Regarding my EB2 NIW.
Okay.
So I'm currently an F1 student. I'm finishing my doctorate degree, but
Oh, she disappeared. That's interesting. Was it something I said? I don't know. Emily's here. Hello, Emily. How you doing, sweetheart?
Hi, Jim. How are you? I'm
Oh,
good.
good. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I have some questions. We are working with our lawyers to send in my husband's paperwork and stuff. Yesterday they sent me, I guess, like the final packet, whole entire packet. Since we're filing concurrently. And I noticed some things, and I don't know if it's a sign that maybe the lawyers aren't doing their job correctly.
Okay.
First of all, they omitted a lot of the pictures that I sent. I guess makes sense to pick and choose the better ones. But they omitted pictures from a vacation that we took while I was pregnant. They didn't like submit like wedding photos and stuff like that, which I was like, okay, like it doesn't make sense. I told them, and I guess they said they were gonna add it because they were ready to ship the package out yesterday, end
Mhm.
of day. So I told them like, hey, like, can you guys add this? They omitted a life insurance policy that my husband has, where me and our son are listed
Mhm.
as beneficiaries and stuff. So I don't know if can I change lawyers at this point, or
Well,
should
it
I?
sounds like you're pretty close. I mean, what reason did they get? I mean, how many photos did they plan on submitting?
Well, I sent them a PDF file with 85 photos, 2 photos per page,
Perfect.
caption.
Perfect.
They just picked and chose, and they sent a total of 3 pages with several photos on each. But like I said, like the photos were fine, but like they omitted like vacation photos or wedding photos were not included,
Yeah.
or baby shower photos were not included.
Yeah.
Um,
That all sounds strange to me.
right.
Why do you think? Did they have an explanation?
I don't know. I just told the paralegal, and she just like, oh, here's like the updated one, where she added the file that I sent. Like I said, like the life insurance policy wasn't added, things like that. I also noticed another. Oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
On the affidavit of support, um, they wrote our total household income instead of my total income.
Or
Is that
here's the $1 million question. Does this office do things other than immigration?
Yeah, I think they have like criminal and stuff like that.
Like personal injury?
Yeah.
So that's when I get worried. Because immigration's complex, right? And so,
Right.
if they're doing car accidents and wills and divorces, and it's hard to develop an expertise or a good system. So if they didn't have good explanations as to why it was in there, how did the forms look other than the I-64? How did everything look?
So the forms looked okay. I went through everything. They changed some of the dates, I guess, because I had like exact dates for like for
Yeah.
example, like work stuff and address stuff. They just changed it to like the first of the month that I had put.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, things like that. Another concern that I have though is that I've been seeing that like people say that the work permit has a fee to it, and I was told that they told me, paralegal told me that it doesn't have a fee when filing concurrently.
Well, that was true up until April 1st.
Right. So I'd never sent them the 260 for that, and they were already gonna send everything out yesterday.
So it sounds a little janky to me, Emily.
So what do you recommend?
It's your call, kid. It's your call.
What would you do?
If you want to send me the packet, I can take a look at it and tell you if I think it's messed up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to email it to me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jim.
Bye, Emily. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
Generally don't like taking over other people's cases, especially when it's that close, but you only get one shot at all this. Hey, our buddy Rich is back. Rich has been sick for the past few days and says a big bless up. So thank you, Rich. How are all the Yardies doing? Haven't heard much from the Yardies lately. Hope everybody is well. Nurse Laura is here. Robert is here with some good advice. Too many people just sign and don't know what's in their file. That's for damn sure, especially on those goddamn non-immigrant visas. All right, Dan is here. Hello, Dan.
Doing so. So last time I spoke to you, I was just waiting anxiously for some type of notice. So I recently, like 2 days ago, I got my I-7065 notice. My work authorization was approved.
Great.
So that's a plus for me. So now I wanted to find out like what's next. Do I just wait, or how does the green card issue get pushed?
Well, when did you file?
I filed day before April 1st. Not the Friday before April 1st. I mean, the Friday before the spike rise.
And you're so like the end of March, and you already got approved for your work card.
So,
That's good news.
yeah, and I was praying. I was like, wow, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. So I mean, here I have a video out there somewhere. It's basically says your life is not going to change that much day to day between having your work card and having your green card, if that makes sense. Obviously you want to be a lawful permanent resident. Obviously you want to start your clock for all the other benefits, right? But day to day, you got your work card pretty fast. You're going to be able to work and open bank account and start developing more marital evidence. So I would do all that stuff. And then I would just chill and wait. You're the first person I've heard of really that has much action on that last Friday filing date, so that makes me happy that you got it that fast. Hopefully that's true. And hopefully it means your green card's going to come quickly, but I think you're just chilling.
Okay. So now I have a question because last time I mentioned that I was going to school, so I go to Grand Canyon University. So I'm registered to start in the fall. So my question is, because I came in with the F1 visa, when I'm applying for school, what do I apply as? Because right now I don't know what my status is, and I have to go back to school because I'm a couple of credits away from graduating. So I just want to finish that off.
I mean, technically under the law, you're now an adjustment of status applicant, but as far as it relates to enrolling in school, it's going to be much easier for them to just treat you as continuing F1 versus an adjustment of status applicant. Either one is fine. So I would just tell them you're an F1 student until you get your green card, and then let them know.
Yeah, because that was the main issue. Because F1 students, like their prices compared to how much permanent resident and American citizens get charged. Because I was paying like $6 to $7 a semester at my old college. That's why I had to take a break for that semester because it was either filing or paying for school fees. So I had to choose between the both.
So to that end, you might just wait until you actually have your green card to go back and finish school.
Yeah.
I mean, it might come this summer, but I might just chill on the school stuff if you're that close. And
Yeah,
I mean,
super close.
if you're that close, you're probably not going to pay that much more, but you know.
Yeah, it's the statement they gave me is 7,000 for the remaining classes I have. But if I'm a permanent resident, the statement is going to be like 13 to 1400 for the amount of classes I have left. So I'm like,
So
that's like a
that's a
4,000
big
gap.
difference for sure. Yeah, I would slow down school and hope the green card comes this summer. As soon as the green card comes, then tell them I'm a lawful permanent resident. Let's go.
Okay, no, I appreciate it. No, thank you very much.
Bye, Dan. See you, buddy. All right. Temmie was wondering, Jim, what if he wants to get in-state fees? So that all depends state by state. Each state has different rules about that. So, yeah, Temmie says my school accepted AOS immigration state. So that's good to know. It's crazy how different each school handles international students. And as Alejandro says, it's crazy how expensive education is in the United States. On that note, I'll be glad to be only paying for 2 college students next year instead of 3. I-751 in the house. You're on mute. Wait.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
Good. I want to know what your shirt says. Good girls go to heaven. Bad girls what? Bad girls ride with Jay.
Yeah, so I have a question. So, me and my husband applied for I-751 on that was 2017 October, and the extend date on 2017. I got a extension letter on 2017 November. Then I did my biometric on December 2017. And I got my I-751 approved on 2019 without interview, right?
Sure.
So now I applied for citizenship, but I went for my interview, but the officer gave me decision cannot be made. And he didn't explain nothing to me. And I see that I have the CR189 pending.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what's the difference between I-751 and CR89.
I don't know what a CR89 is.
Yeah, but when I got my biometric notice, it shows case type is CR189/I-751.
The CR means conditional residence, and the I-89 is a form that USCIS uses to request the manufacturer of the. Have you received the physical 10-year green card?
Yes, I've already received it on 2019.
Okay. Well, I don't think this has anything to do with you not getting your citizenship. Everything went okay at the interview?
Yeah, I passed everything, but it seemed that the officer was assisting, asking me when did I came for an interview, and I said they didn't reschedule for me for no interview.
Oh, so you for the I-751, you were scheduled for an interview and then it got canceled?
No, they didn't reschedule me for an interview. They just approved me, and I got my 10 years green card.
And you have the physical card?
Yes. On
What year?
2019.
What year?
2019.
Oh, okay. All right. So and you applied on the 5-year rule, right?
Yes.
When was your interview?
That was March 2022.
Your N400 interview was in March of 23?
No, 2022 on March.
2022?
Yes, and it depended to now.
Oh, shit. What country are you from?
From Ghana.
Were you married back in Ghana?
Yeah, I married back in Ghana before, but we divorced. And
tell me about the divorce.
Things didn't work well for me with me and my that ex-husband, and we divorced, and I met another.
But I mean, were you in Ghana when you got divorced, or were you in the United States?
No, I was in Ghana when we got divorced.
And that was before you come on a visit visa?
Yes.
And did you go to court when you got divorced, or did somebody handle it for you?
No, I just go to court with it. Yeah.
So you saw the judge and
Yeah, everything. I got my everything. Yes.
you know it's a real divorce.
Yes, yes. It was a real divorce.
I think you need to sue them. What field office is this?
Atlanta field office.
Yeah, I think we should sue them.
I did an inquiry on that was 2023 about it. They say it's on background check.
No, that's all BS.
Yes.
There's a rule that says if 120 days have gone by after your interview, you can go into court and the judge can make them naturalize you. So you're well past that. I would sue them tomorrow.
Okay, I got you.
All
It's
right.
been a long time.
Yeah, 2 years is crazy. I haven't heard of a delay that long on an N400 in a long time. Send me an email and we can talk about it.
Okay, thank you so much, Jim.
All right, see ya.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time. 2 years. That's crazy because, like I said, speaking of, we are putting the finishing touches on my new immigration book about naturalization delays, and there's a whole section on there that there's a special statute. You know, I love suing the government, all the different agencies, but the best statute of all is 8 USC 1447B, which says if you've had your interview and 120 days have gone by, you can go into federal court and a district judge in Atlanta can order them to decide her case like in 30 days, right? So 2 years is ridiculous. They're probably waiting to see if the marriage falls apart or they're worried about that Ghana divorce. Now, there have been problems with Nigerian and Ghana divorces. She seems pretty confident that her divorce is 100% legit, which is great. But sometimes they just say everybody who has a divorce from Ghana must be lying. So that's probably why she's going to have to sue them, if that makes sense. Yassine is here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right. NSC 314, what you got?
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Question. So I wasn't gonna get on it first. I usually just like to listen, but someone that came on said that he sent in his work authorization and he got approved for that like right before April 1st. We did the same thing and we haven't heard a single thing. Like nothing.
I'm hearing that much more than his. Like his is an outlier. I'm hearing much more that people don't even have the receipt notices back yet. So I wouldn't be worried.
Okay. Like we haven't heard anything. We didn't I forgot to send in the form where we get like the email and the text like notification for updates. We haven't got anything in the mail either, so I just wanted to make sure like we were okay.
How did you pay?
Money order.
Boo! No money orders. Money orders are impossible to track.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have a checkbook.
But I think there's lots of people who haven't gotten their receipts back from that. I mean, as you can imagine, they probably got more applications that week than they did the last 8 months. So
yes, sir.
I think you're just chilling.
Okay. All right.
All right. Cool. See ya.
We'll just chill. Thank you.
Bye. Right, have a good day. Bye. Robert says you can track money orders. Maybe you can. I don't know, but I just know checks are so much easier. NSC says, you think you can? You think you can? NSC, you think you can? I don't know. Yeah, she says yeah. All right, well, go track that shit down then. That's what I would say. All right. Let's see. Yusuf is back. Hello, Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum, Jim. How's it going?
Alaikum salam. Good.
Yeah, so I'm here to give you an update on what happened last Saturday. I went with the oath ceremony and decided to keep my father's name as middle name. I don't want to go through all the hassle and everything, but
probably a good call.
There was one issue during the ceremony. They did not give me a They did not give me a certification of name change, and I was just on a call with them before the stream. Finally, they said that we do not hand the original one in the USCIS field office where you had the ceremony. If you want a certified copy, you would have to request it through the Freedom Act something. Now, my first question is that legal to do, keep the original one?
You're not talking about your naturalization certificate. You're talking about the order
name
actually
change.
changing your name. Yeah, no. Usually people don't get that. No.
Okay. And the second question. Okay, that's a relief. In the next steps, like passport, SSN, and everything, do I need the name change certificate or a certified copy of it? Do I need it for these things?
No.
Or not? Okay.
Naturalization certificate will carry the day.
Okay. You just saved my lot of time for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Yusuf.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
See ya. All right. Interview decision pending since. Are you there? You're on mute. Hello, interview decision. Are you there? Hello. You're on mute. Hello. All right. We'll put you back in timeout. Christian is here. Hello, Christian. How you doing?
How's it? I'm doing well, thanks. A little bit tired, but Friday's coming, so the week's looking good.
Nice.
So we finally made it to the US after all the energy and effort. So the wife's in the US, so we're happy we're in Salt Lake City now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So big celebrations on this side.
I bet.
So we just have a few questions. Mainly with USCIS because our mailing address is to my mother and stepfather's house in Colorado, and you advise not to update it until we are in the US. Should we update it now or only once her green card and social security card is delivered there and then my mother brings it to us?
I would wait until you get the green card. Yep.
Okay, so we just shouldn't mess around with that at all at the moment.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and then just another thing, we also a little bit confused with the social security card. On the DS-260 form, we did state that she would like one. Would that also be mailed to our initial address that we told USCIS?
Should be.
Okay, so that pretty much answers that. And then just the last thing, work authorization. Does my wife have to wait for that social security card before she can apply for any kind of job here?
She can apply whenever she wants. Whether an employer will let her start or hire her or make an offer without a social security number, that depends on the employer.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much the gist of it because we've set up bank accounts, got cell phones going. We arrived on Sunday after a trek around the earth. So,
oh my gosh! Yeah, for sure. That must have been a long. How long did it take?
From South Africa, we went to London, and then from London to Salt Lake City direct. It was about 29 hours total.
How long is Salt Lake? How long is South Africa to London? That must be really long.
So South Africa to London was about 11 hours, and London to Salt Lake was about 10 and a half hours.
Oh wow! Okay.
So yeah, and I'm still keeping to my word. I'm still going to give you a write up of the whole flow and how everything went, and that
That'd be great.
So it can help other people as well.
Thanks, Christian. Here. See you, buddy.
Thanks for all the help.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. I'll be thinking about all his flying tomorrow when I fly for a whole hour to DC. So can't beat that. Interview decision.
Hello, Jim. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Yeah. Can I get off the camera, please?
Yeah, but can you also talk louder?
Okay. I'm gonna put my. Okay. Do you hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I have a little bit of problem. So I get married in 2022, May, and then I receive work permit, and then after that we got the interview on October 2023. Okay. So before that we had we had like interview, and then they canceled, and then they give us another one. This like about 2 weeks later, and then we went there.
Which field office?
Arlington is in Virginia.
Okay.
So and then we went there, and it was very easy because he didn't ask me anything. Just he was asking me about. So when I came here in 2019, and then I applied for asylum. It was pending system. So he was asking me only about my
my asylum, and he didn't ask anything about our marriage. And after a while, he told me to step outside, and I said, "Oh, it's gonna be like a stock interview." And then 30 minutes later, he came back, and me and my wife we were together there, and he started like asking a little bit of question, and then he said, "It's done." I was a little bit confused. So, and I asked him, "So when are we gonna get the decision?" He say like, "We just gonna review your I-485, and then we're gonna give you a decision." I say, "Okay." And then on the way, my wife she told him, "So is that gonna affect us?" And I was a little bit confused. And after we went outside, my wife she told me, "You know what happened?" I said, "What happened?" She said, "Oh, he showed me that this letter, uh, that someone who sent it to him pretended it was me, and she said in that letter that she doesn't want to help me with the green card, something like that. She said bad stuff on that letter." And I said, "How? Who sent that?" She said, "I don't know." And I told her, "What happened? What did you tell her? What did you tell him?" She said, "Oh, I told him it was not me, and he said this one is not gonna affect us." And since October, I didn't receive any update from USCIS.
So, and this was in Arlington or in Fairfax?
Arlington. But
I
the
didn't-
interview, it was in, it was in Fairfax. Yes, Fairfax.
Okay, not Arlington.
Sorry.
Okay, you
Yes,
had me
no.
worried because the asylum
sorry.
office, the asylum
Yeah,
office is
sorry.
in Arlington and USCIS is in Fairfax.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you from?
So I'm from Mauritania,
And when did you come to the United States?
2019.
On a student visa, visit visa?
Visit B1, B2.
And did you file for asylum within 6 months of arrival?
Yes,
And that case is still pending.
yes,
And then eventually you married a U.S. citizen, right?
yes,
And that U.S. citizen filed an I-130 petition and an I-45. Then you got scheduled for an interview in Fairfax. Then you got descheduled and rescheduled 2 weeks later.
yes,
And then you showed up and you sat the two of you together. Did you bring an attorney?
yes. I had my attorney with me.
Okay, and so so it's you, the attorney, and your spouse, and the officer spent some time asking you about your asylum case. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
And then they asked you to step out,
Mm-hmm.
and your attorney and your wife stayed in with the officer.
Yes, exactly.
And the officer said, "Hey, let's just pretend your wife's name is Mary. Hey, Mary, I got this letter. We got this letter saying that they were married and that they wanted to withdraw the I-130
Mhm.
that she filed." And he said, "Is that really you? Did you really send that letter?" And she said, "No."
She said no. Yeah.
Did he do a Stokes interview? Do you know what that is?
No stock interview. I was expecting stock interview, but he didn't do it. But she was married before me. I never been married before, but she was married before me, and that marriage has like a green card. The ex-husband she applied for him.
So you are the second person
The second
that
person
she has
married.
sponsored for a green card
Yes.
based on marriage.
Yes.
And what happened to that person? Was it a friendly divorce? Was it a mean divorce?
I think like that. They divorce, but
Yeah, but do they hate each other or do they get along okay?
No, she doesn't like him. She told me he was abusing her. He was doing bad stuff for her. This is why.
Okay, so here's the $1 million question.
Mhm.
Does he know about you?
No, I don't know.
Does he know does he know that she's married, I guess?
I don't think so because she never talked to him since that. Since 2000, I think 2020, 21, I think.
Did USCIS ask her about that prior marriage, or did they ask you about that prior marriage?
No.
It didn't come up.
They asked only about when we were talking. He asked me one question. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question." He said, he only asked about the I-485, and then at the same time, he said, "So why you both get married?" We said we love each other. She was friendly, the officer was very friendly with us. I didn't feel anything bad from him. He was so quiet, and he asked me, and in the end, he asked me. I asked him like, how long is gonna take? He said, just we're gonna review I-485, and then we're gonna give you response. And then in 2021, I applied for advanced parole. This is why I was a little bit confused. And then since then, I didn't receive it. Last month, I received advanced parole, 5 years. I never seen this before, like with military entry.
Yeah, they're doing that now. Wait, so let's forget about that for a minute. So,
Okay.
Has the I-130 been approved?
None of them since October.
And this interview was last October. Okay.
Yes.
I think, and so you're saying that during that time you and your wife went with the lawyer, they never really spent much time asking about the marriage itself, right?
No. This is why I was confused.
So I think
he just we had like a lot of picture. He was looking at picture. He said, pick 2 or 3 and give it to me, and we pick. And then he said, oh, you travel here? Because we bring a lot of evidence. Because since we get married, we travel a lot. We have a lot of evidence together. So we bring everything with us.
Is your wife an Arab, a white lady, a black lady? What?
Yeah, she's American. She is American, but her dad, he was from Morocco.
Okay.
But yeah. But he did. He already did.
Was she born in the United States?
Yes, she was born and raised here. Yeah.
In your asylum case, did you ever have an interview at the asylum office on your asylum case?
Never.
So you never got sent to the immigration court?
Never.
Is there anything in your asylum case that you're worried about that might not be true or were exaggerated or anything?
No, because even, thank God, before I went to interview, I was looking in the internet. Even I saw one of your video about the interview, because I was gonna say, oh, they're gonna ask me only about asylum, or they're gonna ask me about my marriage, and I prepare. So I give the same answer. The same answer there, I give it to him because it was the same one. Because he asked, because the reason I got the asylum because of a problem with my boss when I was in my country, and I was like participating in a group, and the first question he asked me, did you belong to any group? I said yes. What is the name of that group? I gave him the same name in the asylum.
And
so
is that group anything related to terrorism or anything the U.S. government's worried about?
No. Just election groups.
Did the officer ask anything about your asylum case to your wife?
No.
Did the officer ask your wife if she wants to keep going with your case?
No, he didn't say anything. And also, after like 3 months, 3 months prior, I was talking to my wife, and I was, because didn't seem right that she is not the one who sent that one, because I was confused. I don't know anybody here, and I told her, hey, I have. Did you know what happened? She said yes. I told her, okay. I talked to my lawyer. It was a lie. I told her I talked to my lawyer, and I told him we asked for FOIA, and they give us all the information, and I saw the letter. It was you. Why you did that? She said, she admitted she was the one who did it. She said, oh, I'm
wait
sorry.
A minute. Wait, hold on. So the plot thickens. So that's good. So my first suspect was the ex-husband. My second suspect was your wife.
Yes,
I mean,
she's the one.
So the plot thickens.
Yes, and she told me it was me. I said, why? Because she said, oh, I was angry at you at that time. But I said, why are you doing that? You were my wife. It's me. She said, I'm sorry. I'm here to help. If I can do anything, I'm willing to do it. I'm really sorry. But I told her, but you lied to USCIS. You said it was not you. So I'm confused, to be honest.
Fuck.
Yeah. So since October, I'm waiting. I don't know what to do. Like, my asylum is good, and I never been married before, and everything is legit. I never had ticket, no problem. The only problem that I had the same day, he asked me because I had a traffic ticket, and the traffic ticket, the traffic ticket, I had like a interview to the court. I should go there with the same day that I should go to my interview. So I
Forget
had to
about
cancel
that.
that one.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, yeah.
That's the least of your problems.
Okay, that's
So, okay. So, um, what I was going to say before you told me that it was your wife who sent in that letter was to sue them.
okay.
But now, and so, well, you weren't in there when she talked to the officer about the letter, right?
No, I wasn't there. But on the way back, she said, "Is that letter gonna affect us?" And the officer, he told me, "Okay, go outside. I'm gonna talk to her." The on the way going, they were talking, and I talked to my lawyer, and I told him, "You were there, so what happened?" He said, "Nothing happened." I said, I should not worry." She said, "No." So I don't know exactly what happened, to be honest. And my wife, she told me, "I'm willing to help anything I can do." We love each other. We have true marriage. We travel. We live together. We love each other. We support each other. She said, "Oh, I'm willing to do whatever I can to fix what I did. It was a mistake. I didn't know what I was thinking when I sent that letter." And I told her, "How did you send it?" She said, "Through their website."
Okay. Can you email me? Can you email me? I want to talk to you off camera about this.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Yeah. You know how to get my email? You know what the email is? I'll put it at the bottom because Huli just left. She had another meeting.
Okay.
Let me put that at the bottom. So, yeah, here we go. Just send me an email, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, and say that you were on the show with me. I'll remember this call. Don't worry. Just say I'm the guy with I'm the guy that had the wife that sent the letter.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Sure. So and then we can sue them after, or you're gonna tell them?
We can probably sue them. I got to think
Okay,
about it.
thank you,
I
sir.
want to make sure.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye.
All right. All right. Kabita is here. Hello, Kabita.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What you got?
Okay, I filed a petition to sponsor my mom on 2023. The date was on March 30th. I applied for her green card, and then after a year, on March 21st of 2024, this year, I got a RFE from USCIS. And
What they ask for?
they, okay, here is the situation. So while submitting the documents, I have submitted a letter certifying my birth, which was not an actual birth certificate. Because and there is other thing. My birth certificate was issued like 17, 18, 18 years later, and then that was the letter I submitted there, and then because I don't have the original copy of my birth certificate. So even during that time, why I provided the letter of my birth certificate was the actual birth certificate was in Nepali language, and then in my language. Okay, I'm from Nepal, and then that was the situation why I provided the letter certifying my birth, which was not actually the birth certificate, right? That's what the document I uploaded on the USCIS website.
Can we stop for a minute?
Mhm.
Have you tried to get your birth certificate?
Nowadays or like back to the time when I applied?
Both.
Now I have it, okay, but
Okay.
during that time I didn't have it, so I tried finding it, and then so they reissued my birth certificate because my birth certificate was already issued, but that was 18 years after my birth, because during that time I was in such a place where there were access of government facilities, and my parents can't be able to go to the like far municipal office or district office to get the birth certificate. That's why my birth certificate was issued 17, 18 years after I was born.
Uh-huh.
And then, uh, but when I was applying for my mom, during that time I didn't have the birth certificate. I have the letter that certifies my birth, which was actually not a birth certificate. And USCIS told me, here is what they told me. Okay,
Oh, Kabita, you there? Hello, Kabita.
they said that you submitted a letter certifying your birth, but that was not an actual birth certificate.
But why did you do that? Whoever told you that that would work?
Because that was the same document I applied when I was coming here, and there was no issue.
Yeah, yeah, but now now the whole issue is whether or not she's your mother. That's the whole biggest piece of the case. So of course they push back on this. Have you looked at the visa reciprocity table?
What's that? I'm sorry. Can you please mention that?
Yeah. So I'll put it in the comments. It's called the visa reciprocity table. Okay, visa reciprocity table, and I'm going to put the link to it right here in the comments. Okay, um, and then I'm going to show it to you. Okay.
मलाई राफी निकालेर दिनु न हजुरको
All right.
हजुरको फोनमा निकालेर दिनु त यसले दुईटा स्क्रिन सपोर्ट नगरिरहेछ।
All right. Here we go. So the State Department has gone through for every country to figure out what documents are available. Okay. So it tells you which agency gives it. It tells you what it looks like. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, actually, I am familiar with this because I read this before applying my mom. But what I thought was the letter they provided me
No way.
was the
That was
actual birth
that was never going to work. It's not. The letter's not on this list, is it?
No.
This list is what they want.
Yeah, it says birth certificate on the top. That's what I think that, oh, this is the birth certificate, because I was not aware about the formats and all these things. That's why it was, I think, my fault. It says
Yeah.
birth certificate on the top of that letter. So
Yeah,
I
but that's just made up. Just because you call it a birth certificate doesn't make it a birth certificate. So what's the status of mom's case now? Have they've requested the real one?
yeah, they said, here is
What
what they told me.
what's your deadline?
Uh,
I think when she goes to look at the document, it sort of loses its
yeah,
meaning.
okay.
Just
Yes,
what's your deadline? What's your deadline?
on June 21st.
So
So
you need to hire a lawyer in Nepal to go get that for you.
yeah, I already have my birth certificate reissued. That's the copy of my original birth certificate, okay? And then I have it, and at the same time they said that to support your case, you can go through the DNA test, and yes, she's my mom and I can do that for her. So I am through the DNA test too.
Okay.
I
So
already did my test.
I would do exactly what they said.
Yeah, I already did my DNA testing, and they will call my mom in Embassy of Nepal for her DNA test. So I will be giving that document as a proof of my parentage with her.
And I would show, like, if you have pictures from when you're a kid, if you have school records or any kind of records from when you were a kid, or if you have an aunt who knows your mom and knows you and says, "Yeah, this is her," I'd have her do an affidavit. I would throw everything I have at it.
Oh, okay. And then here is one thing I want to ask about you. Like, since my birth certificate was issued like 17, 18 years after I born, so do
Yeah.
I submit the proof of late issuance, providing them why the birth certificate was issued later, like after 17, 18 years of my birth?
Anything you can submit to them that makes the case stronger, I think you should do.
Okay. Or here is one thing. Does USCIS approve the birth certificate that was issued after 17, 18 years of birth?
They can, especially with countries like Nepal. So yeah, I think so generally. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have been like I have seen some cases saying that they requested the RFE for the late issuance of their birth. So do I have to verify the late issuance? are not, since they don't want it to make my case stronger, do I
You
have?
submit all of it, everything you got.
Okay, I got
Thanks,
it.
Peter.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya. Yep. Here's some great advice. I think I have a video on this. Always give them exactly what they want. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, Diane. That's the quote of the day. Always give them exactly what they want if you can, right? And the funny thing is, everyone tells me, Wallahi, I'll never be able to get that birth certificate. Wallahi, swear to God, I'll never be able to get that death certificate. But when you say go get it, then they go get it. What the heck? All right. Mandamus on my mind is back. Hello. You're on mute.
Hi, can you please set me off? Here.
Oh, but your audio is terrible. What's up with your audio?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you. Sorry about that. The audio is all garbled. Let's say hi to Blessing. Hi, Blessing.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Thanks for everything you do, Jim. I was
Of course.
going to ask you a question. I have my fiance and I have been dating for a while, and it looks pretty much like she's pregnant. And
Okay.
by going by her religion, is they found out, giving birth to a child out of wedlock. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm going to do right now. But I just got divorced like in the month of March 18. I'm contemplating going over and performing the traditional rites and everything, pay her bride price and all of that. But I'm not sure what the law says about divorcing and remarrying. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in any pitfall, so I thought it was wise that I asked.
Blessing, are you driving? Are you driving or no?
No.
No, he's just eating. Everyone thinks you're driving. Yeah. So, are
So
you a
I'm
U.S.
parked.
citizen?
I'm not. Yes, sir.
And you. What? I don't understand the exact question. Is it whether the kid's going to be a U.S. citizen or not? Is that the question?
No. My fiance is pregnant. That for me right now. But I just completed my divorce March, the month of March. That's just 2 months ago. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are
So
you there?
you
Okay.
yeah, I am. Now, hold on. Was your prior marriage to a U.S. citizen? Is that how you got your citizenship, or were you born in the United States?
Oh, I got my citizenship prior to before from a U.S. citizen. I was married to a U.S. citizen previously.
The person you divorced 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And now you want to marry someone back in the home country, and they're probably pregnant.
Oh, she's pregnant. Yeah, at the moment, and I was just thinking about the laws of if there's anything prohibiting me from marrying after a divorce to a U.S. citizen.
Anything like in federal immigration law or law back in the country where you're going, or what?
Law back in Texas, immigration.
Oh, well, I mean, Texas has its own rules about getting, but my understanding is that if you're divorced, you can get married. That's the general rule. But now, if you're
That what?
asking me, oh,
I'm sorry.
once you're divorced, you can get married. That's the rule. If you're
Right. Okay.
legally now, does that mean you should? No, because that, I mean, did you get her pregnant while you were still married?
Yeah. I was home like the month of December, and we met, and something happened. I came back in the U.S. and then she told me.
I just can't do it. I just can't do bad connections. I'm sorry. That was an interesting case, but I just can't do it. Lean is here. Hello, Lean.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. All right. I have a question. I help my aunt. So this is my aunt case, not my case, but I help her. She doesn't speak English, so is it okay? I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So my aunt, she filed 130 for her unmarried son, and her unmarried son he was married but now divorced. He has a daughter who will turn 18 on this June. So when my aunt applied for him October 1929, she was a lawful permanent green card, and then January 2021, she became a citizen. However, I did not help her to update on USCIS. So first question is, does USCIS ultimately update and to change her case from F2B to F1?
No, they don't.
They don't. So I know that the carry for visa bulletin, the F2B always faster than the F1. So I just want to know, is it like when she should notify USCIS like she want to retain the F2B because her case have not approved yet.
So this is for a son, right?
Correct.
How old was the son, or was the son married or divorced when
he was married and he divorced? That's why my aunt sponsored him.
After he was divorced?
After he divorced.
The I-130 was filed after he was divorced?
Correct.
So he's been divorced the whole time that case has been pending?
Yes, he divorced and then my aunt, but then my aunt applied for it, so it's the whole pending. Yeah, she applied for him while she was a green card holder.
And when she applied for him, how old was he?
Let me see, he born 1983, so he's 40 now.
He's always over 21.
So he over 21, correct.
And so where's my visa bulletin?
His daughter will be 18. He divorced, but he has a daughter.
I knew there was a daughter in there. Okay, that's what's screwing me up. Okay. So when grandma filed for his daughter, how old was the daughter?
When the mom filed for him, the daughter's 2000, she was, let me see, now she's 18, so it was 5 years ago, so she was like 13 years old.
And has USCIS approved the I-130 or is it still pending?
Still pending. I checked on the website. They say, based on the case to be formal, they may send out but she have not received any approval yet.
So that's actually good because all the time the case is pending at USCIS, her age is frozen. Once the I-130 is approved, then her age won't be frozen anymore. So in answer to your question, once she becomes a citizen, she should notify USCIS that she's a citizen, right? So she should send them a copy of the naturalization certificate and tell them, hey, I've got this case for my son. I want you to know that I'm no longer a lawful permanent resident. I'm now a U.S. citizen. Here's a copy of my naturalization certificate. Then, like you said, they'll get bumped up to F1, unmarried son or daughter of a U.S. citizen. And then things might start moving. I mean, still, when did they file? 5 years ago? So 2019?
Yeah, she filed in October 2019.
Right. So I'm just pulling up the visa bulletin. So right now, they're working on cases from what country?
Vietnam.
They're working on cases from 2015. So it's still a really long wait. So there's really nothing to do. Just sit tight. Other than letting them know that she's a citizen, that's the only thing she can do. But this case is still years away from being done.
But the thing, when I check because when I check the visa bulletin, so they have the final action. And
you're saying she wants to keep her. I remember now. That's what you asked me. Yeah, she wants to keep her
retain the F2B.
Yeah. So still, that's April of 2016. She can do that. So she can notify them that she's a U.S. citizen. She can say that I want to keep my classification as F2B, but even still, it's an 8-year wait. So it's still nothing soon's going to happen.
But the filing day is mean the when I looked at the filing day is mean the day that the case become like file visa application, correct?
Yeah, it's the priority date on the I-130. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like when I looked at the table B, I know the F1 is 8 months faster than the F2B. However, the action, is like the F1 is the F2B 9 months of farther than, faster than the F1.
You're right, but Schedule B doesn't have any impact here. Schedule A is the whole shooting match now. Schedule A is the final action date is the only thing you care about now.
Oh, I see. So you think that she should notify the USCIS to retain the F2B before the approval, or let she wait for approval? So I don't know.
I would do it before, just so that USCIS has it.
Oh, I see. And then, so her granddaughter not worried about the aging out her age.
She could very well age out. We just won't know until it depends on how long the I-130 was pending.
Oh, I see. So so your suggestion is she should notify the USCIS that she is now a U.S. citizen, so they can change.
But she wants to keep her F2B priority category.
Oh, okay, and then say that. But I still want to retain my F2B category, not change to the F1.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Jim.
Thanks, Lean.
I
Have a good
appreciate
day.
your help.
Okay, you got it. Bye-bye. All right. So shows, no show tomorrow. I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a show at 4:00 on Friday, 4:00 Friday. If you're not on the list, text the word show to 314-470-3300. That way you'll know for sure. But I'm going to try to do one from the airport at 4 p.m. on Friday. I'll see you guys then. Have a great night.